back to the conversation. The Senator Nenadi Usman-led caretaker committee of the Labour Party has taken over the party secretariat in Abuja. Mrs. Usman arrived the secretariat in the company of the acting National Secretary, Senator Darlington Wokocha, and the Deputy Governor of Abia State and other members of the caretaker committee. And there was presence of security personnel around at the National Secretariat of the party to forestall any kind of trouble around the building. Already a billboard with the photographs of Senator Usman and the acting National Secretary, Senator Wokocha, is being hoisted around the building. Wise. Speaking to journalists, Mrs. Usman says the party is ready to reconcile with all aggrieved members. The party as well as registering now new members ahead of the 2027 general elections. I'm now being joined by the acting National Secretary of the Labour Party, Senator Darlington Wokocha. Is live for us here in our studio. It's good to see you, Senator. Thanks so much indeed for coming tonight. I appreciate it. Maybe congratulations in order. You've been in court in another. Maybe congratulations in order. You've been in court in and out of court, struggling. The court have thrown you out. You've been battling for INEC to reinstate your leadership. But before we get into that, as a former member of the National Assembly, what is your view about this heated and tense national conversation on the e-transmission of results?
Thank you, Sean. Good enough, you say, as a serial legislator. Yeah, I think the National Assembly, they are the representative of the people, no matter how you see it. And my position is that at all times, they should take their resolution within the confines, the whims of Nigerian interest at all times. Because as they are representing the people, they need to seek. That's why you have the three major elements of functions of a legislature: lawmaking, representation, and oversight. So that of representation, which has to do with the interface with the people, is very key. So whatever their feelings are concerning a particular issue, you go back. Apart from the public hearing, you now go back to see how you can assuage it and come out with the proper position that will make almost majority of the people happy, because you cannot attend to all.
So all hope is not lost. There's still a remedy.
Yeah, definitely. They're doing their work.
Let me take you to the leadership question of the Labour Party. Would you say that you are out of the woods just yet?
Well, presently we are. We are, because all along, like you said, there have been several court cases, judgments, and up and down. Presently, the Federal High Court in Abuja, has strengthened what the Supreme Court, which is the peak, the apex court in Nigeria, had already established. So they had strengthened. And remember, the person of Abure, who came in through the court, I wonder why he should in any way feel bad when the court said, this is our position, and the regulator, which is INEC, said, this is our position. So I think that's the end of it all.
Those who will say, even the regulator, INEC, that is, doesn't have the power and as much say in the internal workings of any political party. And the Supreme Court has made it clear that political parties should be allowed to be able to determine their own internal affairs. And that freedom and independence that the court of the land has given the political parties. But then, in this sense, in the Labour Party sense, it has not been rested, finally, because the Supreme Court is still there. And the Abure faction of the party is saying they will pursue it to the very end. They're appealing the court judgment that has upheld Nenadi Usman as an authentic leadership of the Labour Party. Well, are you ready for that?
Yes, is their right. But I wonder what they're challenging, what they're going to challenge.
But if at the appellate, you lose at the appellate, what happens?
I'm not sure that we're going to lose. We can't lose.
There's a possibility.
Is that a win? I don't know about that. What I'm talking about is now. Now, we've not lost, and I don't think we're going to lose. Because if you say that the party affairs has to be handled internally, now you look at the pendulum, which side has the stronger and greater people and organs of the administration of the party. The BOT, the NEC, the National Working Committee, and things like that. Now, when you work the pendulum, you now see that it's stronger and heavier on our side. You have the governor there who is presently the national leader of the party. You have the BOT, you know, the configuration of TUC, all of them.
Are they with you?
Of course.
TUC and
while we were in our office, they were there. So they are there. So
the Abure faction feels that your side, your group, has hijacked the party and used the back door to hijack the party. That they gave the Alex Oti and the Peter Obi of this world a platform, but you've used, you cornered the party and you have hijacked the party. That is what they feel.
No, giving a platform, it then means they lack ideas of what they have been doing and what they're supposed to do. If you're a party, if you're in a party, there are certain structures that you must follow to produce certain group of people that will now turn to be leaders of the party. You cannot just say because you're a local government party chairman or you're state chairman of the party, then you have a governor in the state, because you collected form or you campaigned during his campaign, you are now, because of that, you are now the leader of the party in the state. It's not done. So that mentality of, oh, because I am here, therefore, because I sold the form to you, therefore, I am now the leader. It doesn't work like that. Today, somebody like the president of the country is the leader of the party of APC in Nigeria. So now saying that, oh, he said that he midwifed the process that now helped, you know, in the process of selling the forms. There are people now, at the end of the day,
can anyone trust that platform to run for any office? That party has been emptied, decimated, and destroyed to a large extent. How do you want to rebuild it for any good purpose?
I wonder what you mean by that. We have...
You know the number of lawmakers that you have lost?
As we are losing, we are gaining.
I've not seen anybody that have gone into the Labour Party. No. Has anyone...
Of course, from the State Assembly. We have some of them coming in. And let me tell you, before the people you said, the National Assembly members, they left the party, they were not members of National Assembly before they came into the Labour Party. So now, we are now building, we have started our we have our National Steering Committee for membership revalidation and new members registration. So now we're building up again. And so with that, and I can assure you at the end of the day, competent people are coming, they are calling across the entire Nigeria, they want to be part of what we're doing, and our party is very strong.
That the steam that your party got was in 2023, and Peter Obi was at the center of it. Peter Obi is the spirit of it, and that spirit has since left. And that your party, the Labour Party, may never be able to recover from the exit of Peter Obi is the spirit that has empowered the Labour Party, and a lot of people who were nobody in the real political sense and got into the party won offices without the obedient and the Peter Obi acclaim that they may never had won any position. But how do you want to do it without Peter Obi now?
Well, in every architecture in life, whether in the church, Muslim, you don't even have only one spirit, like you mentioned, that the spirit of Labour Party is that of Peter Obi. No. I respect him very well. He's a very outstanding being as far as Labour Party is concerned. But that notwithstanding, we have some other people as well. Are you saying that somebody like Dr. Alex Oti is not a brand enough to lead the party? There are so many other people that are showing interest here and there. So for the fact that he has decided to say, no, I want to go and see what's happening somewhere else, and took the decision, that does not mean that the party is dead.
Since Olusegun Mimiko left the Labour Party, the party has not remained the same until 2022, when Peter Obi and the rest joined the Labour Party. And the Labour Party has never performed in the manner, never garnered the kind of votes in millions that he got in any presidential election as he got under Peter Obi. And you're saying that without Peter Obi, you still can. And I'm going to ask you, how do you want to achieve that? Yes. Who do you have at the national level?
Yes, good enough that you mentioned Mimiko. The exit of Mimiko, now it took another lap for Mr. Peter Obi to come in. Now, Peter Obi, as he said, has exited, right? Now, you can't just block the expectation that some other Peter Obis can still walk in for us to build the party very well. And as I speak, we still have some other competent hands as well, with very top and top-notch pedigree at the end of the day that will give us what we desire.
The belief that there are some magical hands and the unseen political hands that is been manipulating the Labour Party, and the fear that those hands are still in the Labour Party. Anybody who goes there is a cursed house, and you may not be able, because there are those who believe that opposition political parties are being witch hunted, so that we have a strong political atmosphere, and we only have very powerless opposition political parties in the country that won't be very strong ahead of the presidential election of 2027. How do you convince those who believe that the Labour Party is cursed from the magical and the invincible political hands?
Well, there's no political party, whether APC, PDP, Labour Party, that doesn't got its own problem or issues. As you mentioned, hands or whatever. It depends on how you manage it, how you manage your party. Even APC, they have their own problems. They are managing it. Labour Party, we have our own problems. We are managing it. By the time you remove your eyes from the ball, and now at the end of the day, you are feeling, oh, there are big hands that's wielding us, wishing us the worst and whatever, you may get distracted. And I can tell you that we are so focused that nothing can dissolve.
So Labour Party has not lost its spirit?
At all. We're very strong.
And we're getting a real sense of it?
Of course. We're getting stronger every day.
You cannot, you will not be able to participate in the FCT elections, right?
Yes.
No, you are not able to.
We're not able to participate.
In Ekiti, you may not be able to.
Of course.
Or Osun State, you may not be able to.
Of course.
Because the time has gone.
That's right.
So you are only eyeing the 2027 elections.
Definitely.
Is that not a damage to your party?
It is not. If the system that produced all those was not well organized, there's no way we can key in, because we are very procedural, we respect the rule of law, we respect all that has to do with proper management of the party.
Because
so if anything
right
is
now,
inconsistent with our ideals, we push it aside.
This is an Alex Oti party. That's what it looks like.
No.
Just like a Soludo app guy.
No, it's not.
It's
not Dr. Alex Oti party. It's not.
He's the leader of your party.
He's the leader of the party.
He's the only governor of the party.
Definitely. He's the leader of the party, but it's not his party. If you want to join the party now, he cannot tell you don't join the party, because it's his party. And he's not that kind of a human being. He's a very liberal-minded person, and we're very focused. The present leadership of the party is very focused. And we want to make sure that at the end of the day, by the time we are done with our congresses and convention, the kind of things you used to identify, we used to know the Labour Party about the administration level, you won't see it again.
Are you not worried that Alex Oti is being also touted to wanting to leave the Labour Party for the APC?
He has not left. He's still in the Labour Party as of today.
But you heard that he might leave?
Well, I heard that yourself. You want to join the APC as well.
Who?
Yourself. So,
who are you talking about?
you, Sheung. So,
me, Sheung Kimale.
Okay.
I've always been wanting a journalist.
He's still in the Labour Party now.
for some of us,
he's still in the Labour Party.
Political party and politics is not it's not our thing. We could do much more with our lives than being in politics.
I want to let you know is these are all rumors. Until that happens, but for now, he's a member. As at this evening, before I came into this place, he's still a member of Labour Party.
But from what we've heard now, the Abure group has gone and pulled down the billboard you hoisted.
Well, I think that is an extraordinary rascality, which, you know, most of us, I wonder why somebody of that nature, maturity, you can get it through exposure, through academics, through interaction. But where all these things are not reflecting positively in your character and your context, it means there's a problem beyond that. He pulled down the flex, the billboard. Maybe he went to so much into technology that anything we want, we can get it without even touching his files.
But are you still open to receiving him, to aligning with him, to resolving the issues, to sitting down with him?
Well, we have set up a reconciliation committee. But that reconciliation committee can only be hinged on the fact and level of repentance and the kind of, if we see that you're going to turn out to be a little kerosene into what we're doing, I mean, what's the need?
So there's a possibility of reconciling with Peter Abure?
If he repents, if he behaves well. But with all this kind of rascality, these are not the kind of people we want in the kind of characters we want in the party. No. You must be gentle, you must be calm, you must be intelligent, you must be sound. You must be quite presentable in all spheres. So trying to jump defense or sending people jumping defense or pull down this, that is it's an outdated style of, hasn't it been replaced? Those things have been replaced. Everything has been replaced except the fires he carted away, which we don't even need.
Mr. Dati, the VP presidential, vice presidential candidate in the 2023 elections on the platform of your party, says he still remains a member of the Labour Party. And there are those who say maybe he has interest to run for president. Has that been established?
Well, he has not bought any presidential form from us. Maybe, because when that happens, then I will know.
Do you guys miss Peter Obi?
Why not? He was our leader. We respect him a lot, a whole lot. But all the same, you know, before he left, he considered so many things. Like I told you last time, he considered so many things. He's a man with a tall reputation. And with that, I'm not sure he can come back because...
Can he come back?
No, Peter is not that kind of a person.
He won't come back?
No, Peter is...
What if he's come back? What if he comes back? Would you people give him the ticket?
I said that with the kind of reputation everybody knows him about, he can't come back. Because the man
is a foregone man.
Of course. Because
Peter Obi is forever gone from the Labour Party.
Well, except I don't know what you mean by that. But what I'm saying, with the kind of reputation he has, he took so many things into consideration. It's not a decision he took just one day by a flip.
But will the Labour Party be working with ADC and the rest as a coalition?
Why are we going to work with them?
Are you working with the APC?
We are not working with anybody. It's an independent party.
All right.
Yes.
Senator Darlington Onwokocha is the acting national secretary of the Labour Party. Thank you so much, Senator, for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
I wish you and your party the very best.
Thank you, Shane.
Thank you so much indeed.
All right.
And that's all.